What's up, family and friends? Good afternoon from me to you, and wherever you are, I hope you are doing great. Yeah, it's a rainy day here. Also, the Labor Day. So, and that's good. We love the rain and the sun. And I want to share with us what I titled The Circle of Life and Death. The Circle of Life and Death. And it's something we must be talking all the days of our life, because that's part of us and that's who we really are. We are eternal beings. Eternal. Not going to get eternal life, not going to receive eternal life from anyone or that. I want you to know that religion lied to us, especially Christianity, when they say that Jesus is the door. Or that Jesus said, like in Revelation chapter 3 verse 8, where he said that I will set before you a door which that no man can shut. Death is a door that no God, no almighty God, no invisible or imaginary God can shut. No one can stop death. No God can stop death. And we were not born to stop death. We were born to die, because that is the door that ushers us into the next level in life, or next life. This is one of the things religion robs us. We are no longer reasoning like our ancestors did, who understood life, who invented all the things we are enjoying today. We think death is a killer, death is a disease, death is a bad thing. So we even wish it to our enemies, not to ourselves. We wish death to somebody. So since I know this truth, I laugh when somebody say you will die. I say, I welcome death. I welcome death. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of dying. Death ushers me to the next level of life, or in life. Just as you have day and night, light and darkness, and all of them are good for you, that's the same way life and death is good for you. You shouldn't be afraid of life. You shouldn't be afraid of death. You should welcome death just the same way you welcome life. You see, when a woman put to bed, people begin to celebrate. But when somebody dies, people begin to mourn. They say with heavy heart, we announce the death of so after brief illness and all that. Death is something that you're supposed to expect. It shouldn't come to you as a disappointment. It shouldn't come to you as a disease. It shouldn't come to you as a horrible thing to happen. Oh, I lost my parents. I lost my dad, because you are ignorant of life. You cannot lose anyone. We are here to stay forever. We are eternal. We die and come back. That's where reincarnation comes in. But religion changed it. You hear what they say Jesus said in John chapter 11. He said, I am the resurrection and I am the life. It's a lie. Jesus never existed, and Jesus can never be resurrection. There is no such thing as resurrection. You cannot resurrect the dead. No power, no God, no one can resurrect the dead. Unless maybe somebody in coma, somebody maybe that has been maybe induced to maybe die or that, like through medication and all that, or some forces. But once somebody dies, that's it. Anybody that claims he cannot die is fooling himself. You will surely die, of course. Nobody is anwangu. Everybody must die, just the same way everybody was born. All of us will die. But death is not the end. Death is just an open door, a door through which we go to the next life. And that life is also good, just as this one. Life is good. I want you to know also, when they tell you that Jesus said there is a way, a narrow way, which leads to life, that way is vagina. That way is vagina. It has nothing to do with any imaginary door or door of faith or door of anything that Jesus can open. Jesus cannot open shit. Nothing. Jesus cannot open anything. He cannot open any door. God cannot open any door for you. No. So when they say those things, they forgot one thing, that people will begin to ask questions, because people has been in existence before Jehovah, before Yahweh, before Allah, before Jesus. So you think those people weren't living? They were living. Everything they tell you Jesus said, they borrowed from our ancestors, from the ancient people. People that has been living millions of years before Jesus was conceived in the mind of evil men who created Christianity and Islam with Judaism. Of course, they conceive all that. Wow, flood in the way. So I drive carefully. They conceive all that from what they borrowed or stole from our ancestors, from the ancient people. And they think all of us will remain as slaves forever, because of course they defeated us through deception. Our ancestors were too lenient, or like too nice to them. There's nothing wrong in being nice, but being nice to wrong people will destroy you. Our ancestors were nice to strangers who they don't know, wrong guests. They invited those evil guests to dinner. They turned our ancestors into the meal they must eat. Our ancestors which don't supposed to be. One good turn deserved another, but when it came to our ancestor, it didn't happen so. Our ancestors good turned to bad by evil men, wicked men. They turn it that way. That's how they turn all the issues of life, all the knowledge of life. They infected it. They are like the dead fly in the perfume, causing bad odor. But with the factual truth, we're taking out the dead fly. We are not going to destroy the perfume. Like some of us are ignorantly destroying the perfume and keeping the dead flies, believing that one day their God will raise those flies to death. No way. We have to trash those dead flies. Dead fly of Christianity, dead fly of Islam, dead fly of Judaism, dead fly of religion, dead fly of evil traditions, evil cultures. We have to take them away, because man is 100% good. I mean mankind, that's what I mean. Gods and goddesses, male and female, 100% pure, 100% good, until the dead fly falls into them. That's when they become corrupt. That's where you begin to see come men. And that's how they thrive. So Jesus is not the way. Jesus is not the truth. Jesus is not the life. We are the life. Man and woman is the life. I will explain more to you. And I will keep saying this until many of us wake up, majority of us. Man and woman are life. You can't separate them. Religion comes to separate us. I see some people, they say, women come first. Nonsense. You cannot prove that. They say, oh, the oldest bone they discovered were women. So woman is God. No, woman is not God. Woman is goddess. Man is God. And both of them, oh, because they haven't found the bones of the man. What of if it's bones of men and women, but they tell you it's bone of women? They can tell you anything. Remember when they were calling Africans monkeys, until they discovered Africans are the real human beings. That those ones that are calling us monkeys, they are the real monkeys. They came from monkeys, not us. We are the real, original people. So it's just, that's where like the woke nation is different from religious people. Religious people think what they believe is the whole truth. No, the woke nation, we keep digging, seeking and spreading knowledge. If women were the first human beings and they needed no man to conceive and bring forth men and women, then it's supposed to continue happening today. A woman don't need a man to have sex with her, impregnate her for her to have a baby. She's supposed to have a baby by herself, through herself, as God. All those things are the concept of God that men made up. You know, remember, every God exists in the head. That's where they created God. Every God were created. That's why anybody that tell you God created heaven and earth, ask that person, where was God when he created the heaven and earth? We need the location. We need to know where God was. He created heaven and earth in this world, right? So we need to know the location. And you know, the one day we hate to hear. We need the date also, unless that God is dead. The idea that one God created heaven and earth is ridiculous. No, gods and goddesses created. That's, if I want to believe in creation, I don't believe in that nonsense. But if you think about it, use your house as an example. One man is not the manufacturer of all the properties in your house. Even the materials you used to build your house was not made by one person or from one source. Nature brought us forth. If you want to understand nature, look at the animals too, look at the trees, not just at your fellow human being. We all came from the same source. We are part of the universe. Nature brought us forth. Nature is not a man, it's not a woman. Nature is not a he, it's not a she. Nature is it. It is the real thing, nature. Nature is the truth, and we are the truth because we are part of the nature. So Jesus Christ is not life. Man, when I say man, male and female, they are the life. They came together, have sex, and begin to bring forth after their likeness and image, just as animals bring forth after their likeness and the image, the same way, because we all are part of the nature. We are not part of any supreme being. There is no supreme being above us. We are above every supreme being that ever existed in the minds of men, because nobody can see any supreme being. Nobody has seen any supreme being. So it is all made up by men to deceive. And one of those deceptions is telling you that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, which he is not, because Jesus never existed. But we exist. The truth is constant. What was truth yesterday is truth today and truth tomorrow. So you see, they stole it and tell you Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Where is Jesus? Nobody has seen Jesus yesterday. Nobody do see Jesus today, and nobody will see Jesus tomorrow, because Jesus never existed. The same applies to that God. No matter the God you say you believe in, that God is non-existent. That God is useless to you also. Whatever you say you are God have done, you are the one that are doing it, or your fellow human being that have done it. I mean, you have to stop lying to yourself just the same way they lie to you. Other people can lie to you, but tell yourself the truth. You know how you came into life, right? Okay. So when I say vagina is the way which leads to life that we all come, you may say, how about those people that were born through C-section? Of course. Your house don't have windows or back door. It's not a bad thing. You can sometimes, when you lock the door, when you lock yourself out, I've done that several times, even in America here, my key is not around. I have to climb through the window because it's my house. That's where I live. I'm not a thief. But Jesus is coming as a thief because he's a thief. They use Jesus to steal from you. They use Jesus to kill you. They use Jesus to destroy your culture and tradition, which you inherited from your ancestors. So woman is like the earth. What you sow in the earth you read, because you are part of the earth. What you are showing the earth is what you get from the earth, right? So you are one. Man and woman are one. Whatever a man is putting in a woman, he's also part of it, woman, because we are mankind. So when man inject that sperm, which is called the seed, he made the woman's egg. They form in the woman's womb, which is the heaven. You know, woman is heaven. That's why men like to go to that heaven. Of course, we go to that heaven through sex every time we want. That's the real heaven. The heaven on top of your head does not exist. The heaven is the woman's womb. And that's where you were formed. In your mother's womb. Not by any god. It's a nature, it's a nature thing, it's the truth. That is the natural way of coming forth. So the vagina is the narrow way, the narrow path that through which you came into life. I mean, in this world. And the death is the door through which you will go to the next level. You are not getting out of this world. You are not getting out of this world. You are coming back. It is your world. It is your home. Religion lied to you, telling you that this world is not your home. And you are singing it. I think they say it was Billy Graham that sang it. This world was his home so much that he had everything he needed. He was working even with the American governments. You know, America is a Christian country, so all the presidents were palling with him. And they will tell you this world is not his home, but he had mansions. He had life, enjoy his life on earth. This world is your home. Stop believing the lies the religion taught us. Life and death are good to you. They are not the end. I made that post already on my wall about the circle of life and death, which I say I will continue speaking on anytime I get more knowledge, of course. Anything you want to know, you can know. Anybody that tells you cannot know all things is lying to you. If you dare to know it, you will know. That's why I said, get knowledge in all you are in all you are getting, get understanding. Who say you cannot understand what is happening? You can understand. If somebody say that you can understand it, all you need is the details. Somebody has to explain it. If you say you believe in something, you have to prove it. So death is not a bad thing. Death is as good as life. If you love life, you should love death. Stop allowing anyone to threaten you. Fear of death is why many people are religious. It's why they believe in that God they believe in. And it's why they are suffering. Stop being afraid of death. I've reached my place of work and I will go into work, so I will continue some other time. As you know, I'm always online and doing my thing, and I encourage you also to seek and spread knowledge. Our people need to wake up and save themselves. We are the saviors of ourselves. No God is coming to save us. No Jesus is coming to save us. The slavery or slave trade should teach you that no God, no Jesus is coming to save us. We are the ones that will save ourselves. We have to stand up and fight for our freedom and free ourselves. And how can you fight for your freedom? Know the truth first. When you know the truth, especially the truth, the knowledge of yourself, you will set yourself free.